Spalding will receive the opening kickoff here.
Bellows Falls hosts Spalding during a Division II football quarterfinal on Friday, October 27, 2023. Bellows Falls won 54-7 and will face off against North Country in the semifinals next weekend.
Jeffrey Darrow is going to go around left. Okay, 4 on the quarterback keeper. His pass down the sideline is intended for Jeffrey Darrow gets around.
After rain pushed the event back a couple of weeks, the grammar school in Putney transported people into a medieval village as they hosted their annual medieval fair on Saturday, October 28, 2023.
What do you think of this beautiful day? No, not a pigeon inside. No pigeon, no pigeon. No, no, no pigeon.
Right?
Several families visit each candy station during a trunk-or-treat event hosted by Brattleboro Reformer and Brattleboro Subaru on Saturday, October 28, 2023.
And decorated.
Come on, Addie, up on top. Go get the spider.
It's Darth Vader.
You guys like a sticker too?
You want me to hold it for you?
There you go. You can come up. Yeah, good. What do you say?
Newport Nature Preserve is going to be a new preserve owned by the Green Mountain Conservancy. It was gifted to us by owners in California and Florida, heirs of the original family that settled this land in the late 1700s. It's beautiful land, 115 acres. One of its claims to fame are these, massive white oak trees, among the largest in Vermont. They're near the end of their lives, probably 250 years old. They were grown in open fields, so there tend to be branching before this was forested. So anyway, we're super excited about this and look forward to having some trails and helping people learn about nature and enjoy the land.
Fire trucks and police cars lead students from Central Elementary School in Bellows Falls around the neighborhood during the school's annual Halloween parade on Tuesday, October 31st, 2023. Snow starts to fall, giving the area the first dusting of the year on Wednesday, November 1st, 2023. Republican presidential candidate Chris Christie holds a Pizza and Politics event at a residence in Keene, New Hampshire on Wednesday, November 1st.
I'll have to say that I give the president credit since October 7th. I think the things he said has made sense, and I think him going to Israel was a really important symbolic move representing our country and our loyalty to Israel. And if you wonder how important those kind of things, hypocrisy of Donald Trump. he stood behind it. I say no. Now, let me promise you that when I say no, I'm going to become unpopular. I saw it happen in New Jersey. Back work requirements, in deeper work requirements into welfare and Medicaid. And for the sake of just firing Kevin McCarthy, they got rid of that bill, and now none of those things were in the bill that they ultimately all voted on. We have to get back to honoring work by requiring work. Encourages them or requires them to have to. The American presidency is not a dictatorship, thank goodness. So for me, I voted for the first time in 1980 when I turned 18 years old, and I voted for Ronald Reagan programs that we pay for that we never get any direct benefit out of. So for instance, let's take another safety net program, food stamps. I've been fortunate in my life, I've never had to be on food stamps. But I pay, as do you, in your taxes, for a very large food stamp program. I don't begrudge that, because I don't want people in this country, if we can avoid it, going to bed hungry. But if I say, well, if I'm never going to use food stamps, why should I pay for it? Well, we start to apply that test to everything, we're going to have a problem. So on Social Security, we need to come to a number of what do you have to have in assets for your retirement, for you to say, it's okay on Social Security. What is that number? That'd be a product of negotiation with the Congress and everyone else, but we have to go after it. Because if we don't, we're going to be in the spot you talked about in 10 years. So look, I didn't get struck by lightning.
Back to your first comment. First of all, Hamas.
I think we should hold candidates too. And Donald Trump and Vivek and Ron, to me, fit in that category. So we have an obligation in a primary to say what we really believe and to say why we think our options would be better. And by nature, that's going to mean some critical things are said. But I don't make my decisions on what I believe is right or wrong based upon around, because they still are the second.
Brattleboro Area Hospice held its first lantern walk on Wednesday, November 1st.
We are from Brattleboro Area Hospice. This is a lantern walk. So this is done in the autumn, and we will light the lanterns, which signifies the light that each of us carries for ourselves and for the ones we have loved.
Members of the Putney Fire Department spent several hours mitigating a hazmat situation on Mill Road in Putney on Thursday, November 2nd, 2023.
You the lady in the chair in the graveyard?
The play is called Claire in the Chair in the Cemetery. It's a brand new play by Sean Hurley. It is ostensibly about a pair of twins, one of whom goes to live in the cemetery to allow the other twin to live her life more fully. And she's going to spend the rest of her days waiting to die in the cemetery. He is visited, Claire, who's in the chair in the cemetery, is visited by a series of people, sort of clown figures. Runs November 10th through the 19th. You can get tickets at wildgooseplayers.com. You can also buy them at the door at Next Stage. The show takes place at Next Stage Arts in Putney.
My Blue Heavens, what we call that one.
For these videos and more, go to reformer.com, head to the multimedia tab for more content.